Picture this, a blockbuster universe that has raked in billions and redefined Hollywood storytelling, yet it has purposefully dodged one of cinema's oldest cliches from day one. That's the thrilling reality of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, a saga built on innovation, not tired stereotypes. But here's where it gets controversial. Kevin Feige and his team have made it a mission to sidestep the damsel in distress trope. And it's sparked endless debates about true female empowerment in superhero films. Intrigued? Let's dive in and unpack this fascinating evolution. For newcomers to the topic, the damsel in distress is a classic Hollywood stereotype, where a female character is often portrayed as helpless, waiting for a male hero to swoop in and save the day. It's a plot device that's been criticized for reinforcing outdated gender roles, making women seem passive or ornamental, rather than active participants in the story. And this is the part most people miss. Kevin Feige, the mastermind behind Marvel Studios, has been vocal about steering clear of this narrative pitfall since the very start of his career. In a candid 2018 interview with Rotten Tomatoes, Feige shared how he entered the MCU's creation with a deliberate strategy to avoid depicting women as imperiled figures in need of rescue. From the beginning of my career, the notion of the damsel in distress was outdated, he explained. And when we started to make our own movies, we didn't want to fall into that trope. We wanted to avoid it as much as possible. It's a bold stance that has helped shape the franchise into a powerhouse, blending witty banter, family-friendly vibes, and those iconic hero entrances during dire moments, to become the top-grossing blockbuster series ever, according to industry analyses. You might be scratching your head, wondering if the MCU has ever slipped up on this front. But upon closer inspection, it's remarkably consistent. Most female characters aren't just sidekicks. They're bona fide powerhouses with agency and depth. And this is where the conversation heats up. While the MCU isn't claiming to be a flawless model of gender equality, it does tend to give women more substantial roles than merely motivating the male leads. For instance, consider how the series has progressively amplified female heroes as it has expanded. Take a trip back to 2008 with the groundbreaking Iron Man, the film that revolutionized superhero cinema. Starring Robert Downey Jr. as the billionaire inventor Tony Stark, it introduced Gwyneth Paltrow's Pepper Potts not as eye candy, but as a formidable assistant and later girlfriend who keeps Stark's reckless playboy antics in check. As the MCU progressed, Potts evolved into a hero in her own armor, even saving Stark multiple times. This trajectory reflects the franchise's broader shift toward empowering women, turning supporting roles into central forces of change. Feige himself highlighted another prime example, Haley Atwell's agent Margaret Peggy Carter from Captain America: The First Avenger in 2011. She began as a romantic interest for Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, but quickly blossomed into a lead character with her own spin-off series, Agent Carter, which ran on ABC from 2015 to 2016. Set in the 1940s, the show portrayed Carter as a highly capable agent, navigating the challenges of rising through the military ranks during a time when women faced immense barriers. With Agent Carter, she is unbelievably capable at a time when it was very difficult to rise up the ranks in the military, Feige noted. We really wanted to create these female characters that were as strong and as capable as the heroes. Now, as we've continued to grow, that's gotten even more apparent, to the point where they are the heroes. Fast forward to 2019, and Captain Marvel burst onto screens as Marvel's inaugural female-led superhero film. It smashed box office records with over $1.1 billion in earnings and earned a lasting 79% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Brie Larson shone as Carol Danvers, a cosmic force to be reckoned with, and the movie's success hinted at a bright future for MCU women. Feige was optimistic, referencing the ongoing production. Literally, right this second, Brie Larson is on the set of Captain Marvel in the first few weeks of photography. But here's the controversial twist. This push for female heroes arrived a bit late in the game, right as the MCU began grappling with a noticeable decline in overall quality and fan enthusiasm. Feige also praised the standout women in Ryan Coogler's Black Panther, such as Danai Gurira's fierce warrior Okoye, Lupita Nyong'o's resourceful spy Nakia, and Letitia Wright's brilliant inventor Shuri. They're already iconic characters, he said. And people are already asking, when are they getting their movies? When are we getting the Shuri movie? The answer is, nobody wants to see that more than me. And that's a testament to that film and to those actresses, and to the world being ready and overdue to see these types of characters on the screen. In 2022, Shuri indeed stepped into the Black Panther role in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, marking a step forward in female-led storytelling within the franchise. Yet this advancement hasn't been without bumps. As the MCU has matured, it's faced criticism for flooding audiences with underwhelming streaming shows and formulaic blockbusters, which has overshadowed some of the progress for women. Take 2023's The Marvels, which was a cosmic letdown, failing to connect with fans. Or She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, a chaotic meta-comedy that often fell flat in its humor. Even the long-awaited Black Widow in 2021 was a major disappointment. On the brighter side, WandaVision delivered creative brilliance, and 2025's Thunderbolts stood out as one of the MCU's strongest recent entries. Led by Florence Pugh's compelling Yelena Belova, though it didn't perform as hoped at the box office, proving that strong female leads don't always guarantee financial success. In essence, by the time women truly took center stage in the MCU, the franchise was already battling broader issues like creative fatigue, which somewhat diluted the spotlight on their achievements. Fingers crossed that upcoming Avengers films can turn the tide, providing women with the unencumbered spotlight they deserve. But let's get real. Is the MCU genuinely breaking free from old tropes, or is it just rebranding them for modern audiences? Do you believe their portrayal of female characters represents authentic empowerment? Or does it sometimes feel like window dressing? And here's a thought-provoking angle. Some argue that waiting until later phases to spotlight women might undermine the progress, suggesting a reactive rather than proactive approach. What do you think? Agree, disagree, or have your own take? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going.